rare to us here in the U.S. A Mercury from Ontario. He just got a motor. He just told me he got a motor put in it last week, and now he's on power tour here in Indiana and heading north. So this is pretty sweet. Good morning, everybody. It is officially day 2 of Power Tour. We're about to head up to Illinois. I believe it's Joliet, Illinois. And so we are about to leave the Airbnb and then meet up with some friends. All right, we got Jerry over here on the ground. He's trying to do some preventative maintenance on his truck here to hopefully not cut down a tire. I think it's going to work out. Gonna get that bedside kind of pulled out a little bit, rolled in. So here at Walmart, that's what we do. Ezekiel got his cup of coffee.
Happy.
We got Eddie over there filming something, and the other Eddie doing what other Eddie does. And so we are still waiting on a few more guys to get here, and then we'll be rolling out. But this is, yeah, day 2, fun stuff. We're over here just right outside of Indy, getting ready to head to Joliet. But this F100 is pretty cool. Bullnose F100, straight 6 of Jerry's. It sounds kind of rowdy, actually. It's got pretty cool sounding exhaust. It's got the side exit pipes on there. He just got the camper top. Looks pretty sweet. So we look kind of like buddies going down the road, which we are. But yeah, GMC's here, park staying's here, and we're about ready to roll. All right, so all the guys have showed up, guys and girls. We got Spider Garage here, and we got the Blavette from Built Shoulda Bought from Jamie, and Z28 here. We just had us a word of prayer before we left for safety, and it's a good time, and Lord's protection over us. Got a Firebird over here, got our truck and car over there, yeah, trucks and car over there, and we're getting ready to leave. Here's the group of guys and ladies, so we're getting ready to roll. Here's our line when we got one more behind us. We're pulling out, heading to Route 66 Speedway, Joliet, Illinois. Made a quick stop here in I think Lafayette, Indiana, and we're all doing good. Had to give a little break, stretch your legs, feel this wonderful breeze. The weather's nice, sun's shining, and we're about to hit the road again and head on toward Joliet. butter jelly sandwich. Ezekiel's making them roast beef and provolone. Man, he got a cool shirt yesterday. Mike Cotton actually had the cotton candy shirts out there for sale, and so he's wearing that thing today. Got the Mike Cotton doing the worm over there. Pretty awesome shirt. Eddie, Brick Rider Garage, his daughter got one as well. She thought it was pretty cool, especially with all the pink. She loved that car. It's pretty awesome. So we made a stop here, and this is actually one of the windmill wings. That's how big the wings are on the windmills. All right, so if you look around, this is Indiana's first windmill farm. There's all over the place as we've been driving along. We're in Benton County, Indiana, and so yeah, this is cool. There goes one of our Power Tour guys down the road right now. There's another guy right there. Man, look how long this thing is. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's huge. So I believe so. There's Eddie and Jerry, Brick Rider Garage, and Faith Family Cars, and then there's Hannah. That was the one that found the windmill. Hannah Banana. Hey! And the other Eddie over there with his face in his phone. And just look, I mean, look at how massive this thing is. It's kind of cool. I mean, you could, like, I could almost stand straight up in this thing. Almost. Actually, I can. I can stand straight up in this thing. My head's touching the top. But anyway, I'm not very tall. So, all sorts of, so yeah, Benton County Windmill Farms. It's 162 feet, the path and dimension and the shape of the turbine tower. That's pretty cool. So Hannah's the one who made us stop here, which was good because I got to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so that's awesome. The next stop is an hour away. So, yep. Well, that was our stop. I'm gonna go back and finish my sandwich, and we'll see you later.
We have some celebrities here. You're a celebrity now.
I'm a celebrity now?
Yes.
Why is that? Stopped to get some gas here in Momence, Illinois. I probably mispronounced that, but it looks like a car show around here. There's a C10 Mercedes and a Galaxy. There's stuff everywhere. Everywhere. I think we're about 45 minutes or so away from the destination, so we'll keep on rolling along here in a second after everybody gets gas and maybe gets a snack or something. So just gonna roll on and then we'll get back at you in Joliet. Bud?
Not great.
Are you having fun though?
Yeah.
You're not feeling great because your tummy hurts, right?
Yeah.
It's not because...
No, I'm having a good time. I'm tired.
It's alright. It's alright. There's a square body coming at us. Well, we just made another stop on the trip here to Joliet. Right here on Route 66, we stopped at the Polka Dot Drive-In. Got a milkshake, some chili cheese fries, just living it up like it's 1955. And it's like, what are you talking about? Slushy.
I got
Slushy
ice cream.
strawberry shake. Delicious, delicious, delicious. And so we got lots of friends here. They don't know they're our friends yet, but they're our friends. But there's some really cool cars. Well, there is a friend who knows he's a friend over there. Yeah. Because I just sat there and talked with Scott a while ago. Look at this. 55 with the French-in antenna. It is pretty sweet. It's modernized a little bit on the inside, but it is a beautiful, beautiful color. Road Runner over here. Gonna rattle our eardrums, probably. Let's go over here and see Scott's wagon. This Buick Roadmaster. He's actually from Mooresville, North Carolina, right near us. I had to get away from the Road Runner because it was going to be loud. And I didn't want to rattle my eardrums. But yeah, Scott actually took this thing on the autocross yesterday and I did pretty good. It's a pretty sweet car. It's actually his 16-year-old son's very first car. So let's watch this Road Runner back out a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful car. Sounds nice.
Ready to hit the track?
Sure. All right. About to have a little traffic jam here in the parking lot of Route 66. Look at this panel truck here, though. He got beef jerky hanging out of his mouth.
That's the way to do it. Just Joliet camper.
That's a camper right there.
That's what I said. It's purple. Alright, let's head to the track. Ready?
That F1. Thank you. So is this a 55 or a 56? I don't know, but what's underneath is Camaro, new Camaro SS. That is pretty sweet. And they're long hauling it. They've widened the quarter panels back there to fit those tires underneath. This thing's pretty sweet. Yeah, this thing pulled into Ford's garage as we were leaving. Oh, there's Newbern. backs of these cars, but this Suburban's nice, really nice, very shiny. Got wheels very similar to mine, huh? I don't know. I don't know. You got another bag to put stuff in.
Remember that beige one we had?
Well, never mind. Everybody, we are about to head out. Today is officially day 3 of Hotrod Power Tour. The GMC's doing pretty good. Have no complaints other than the roads, and I can't do anything about those. So we are about to roll out. Ezekiel's inside getting ready. We're gonna meet up with our friends, Brick Rod Garage and Faith Family Cars, and roll down to Fort Wayne, Indiana, to the fairgrounds down there, and we're gonna have a few stops along the way of some interesting sights. It's gonna be a good day, though. I believe it's gonna be a good day. I say that and I believe it. And yesterday was a good day. We got to be on Route 66 for a little while and stop at a cool little diner, some chili cheese fries and a milkshake, and then we got over to Route 66 Raceway. All right, we'll update you some more along the way. The river out there. I don't know what that is over there. There's our buds. We're stuck behind some traffic here. We're going across Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal. That's pretty cool. You know, this is where we get a lot of our stuff coming into our country. There's a couple factories down there. See them working away down there. Going to the big house, the Slammer. The Pin, and whatever else you want to call it. Joliet Prison. The old Joliet Prison. There's more over here. That's cool. If you're a fan of Blues Brothers, this is you know what this is. Picture of my truck in front of it. That's cool. I mean, it looks like a big old castle. And we've got all these bars over everything. Over everything. Razor wire. I guess we're gonna post up in front here so we can get our picture taken here in front of it. So there's some more of the prison here. A little bit more. Over here, the visitor center door. It's craziness. It is crazy to believe think about how old this place is and how long it's been here. It's not operational anymore other than for some tours and things. And yeah, so it says 1858 was when this place was opened, and it closed in 2002. That's a long run. This place had a long run as a prison. It's kind of crazy to look. I was looking at this thing, and there's a baseball field inside there, and but the place is big. There's the trucks again. There's the gang, Eddie and Jerry and Raina, Ezekiel, the other Eddie, Hannah. Sarah's already back in the car. I guess we're getting ready to figure out where we're going for the next stop. All right, well, we were walking back over to the truck, getting ready to figure out how to leave, and well, got a little coolant leak down here. There's a hole in the lower radiator hose, so we're gonna do the right thing, and I'm gonna throw a little flex tape on it just to get us by for a little while. Got the moving blanket, so you know, you got a little cushion to lay down on the ground there. But yeah, we're gonna get that sorted out. Yeah, it's dripping pretty good right now, so hopefully the flex tape will hold on until we can get a radiator hose for the thing. It shouldn't be too terribly hard to get to. Well, not really. It's just not the greatest to get to, but it's gonna be tough to put the tape on there. It shouldn't be too hard to change the hose. Well, on the water pump side, it's gonna be harder, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Jerry changed out a power steering pump last night by himself, but he had to put an AC one on a non-AC truck and figure out the right belt size and tell the people at the auto parts store, you know, what's going on. Did you teach him something, Jerry?
I didn't teach him nothing. I kind of felt sorry for him.
That was a teaching moment.
It was like an 18-year-old girl. I felt bad for her. She had no clue.
I did that with the battery in one of our cars. Like the lady, I'm like, hey, she had my battery. She's like, I don't know how to do it. And I'm like,
I gotta go grab the flex tape out.
I'll show you how to do it. Like, thank you. Nobody's trained me how to do this. I'm like,
all right.
You work in advance.
It's still recording.
It's crazy, but
And then we were in O'Reilly.
I'll video you do it.
This hand in the battery. I'm like, this is that. I'm glad I did because they're lovely new technology. There's the terminals, and then on top of the deposit terminal, there's another fuse box on top of that. You have to disconnect, you have to open up the disconnect wire from there.
Hot stuff.
well, worst case, you're probably okay when you're driving. It's probably flowing, and it's not
That's
leaking.
everybody's like, get flex tape, and I looked at it and I'm like, it's 2 inches narrower and like 5 feet short.
I've never bought it.
With Gorilla tape, the
I
waterproof
somehow cut
Gorilla
my hand
tape
now
is what
inside the
based
truck.
on their version.
All across this stuff.
Oh, you did?
10 or 15 feet, so it's 5 feet.
Oh wow.
And I'm like,
All right.
$30, 2 rolls. I'm like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Well, now I'm holding this all up a little longer.
I will say the commercials are junk because they always show like the flex tape, putting it on with something's wet, but
Yeah,
it's got to be dry.
It does.
Because that's
Alright.
what happened with this, but the
Yeah.
heat baked on there.
Cut off this first little section. But that first little section's kind of
Daniel's
worthless.
doing some roadkill stuff where an episode of Roadkill was filmed. This is we got to do a walk around your friends' vehicles and look out for us. We're all distracted trying to do the thing. We're excited to go power tour, but Daniel's got a little bit of leakage going on. His little radiator hose is leaking.
And I've had that hose off one time because I removed the block heater from that hose. So,
But hey,
That's it.
that's why you gotta look out for your friends. Keep an eye on their vehicles. We all know Parks thing, she leaks everywhere. As long as just a few little dots like this over here in oil, I'm cutting off his eco. Sorry, buddy.
I think if I cut this and strip like this, I might be all right, and then double it up. Then double it up. So, if you want to grab my phone and record something, all right. Well, I didn't get any tape on, flex tape on there. Got in there, went ahead and tightened up the clamp. It was leaking past the clamp toward the radiator side, so I was able to get about a half a turn out of that clamp and get it tighter. Doesn't seem to be dripping anymore. Still a puddle there, but we should be good rolling along. It's not running hot at all. These guys are ready, so we're going.
Hey, we're both having radiator problems.
All right, we're pulling out of the old prison over here. Across the road is more of the prison, and that's what they use for the old haunted prison. Or it's what they call the old Joliet haunted prison. So I don't know if don't know about that. So I mean, if you guys want to leave some information in the comments, or maybe we'll look it up later, but we didn't have time. So we're pulling out of here. We're gonna roll to the next stop and have a good time. Zico, you still having fun?
Yeah.
It's a party. Rolling past. part of the Indiana Dunes National Park. This is kind of cool. Looks like the ocean, but it's not. Well, we tried to go to Porter Beach there on Lake Michigan here at the Indiana Dunes National Park, but there was no parking. It's a busy day for the beach out there. But I tell you what, that water was pretty. I thought I was back in Florida, the Gulf of America there. But anyway, well, onward we go. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what the plan is now. I'm just following these guys and trying to get something for the younger kids to do so they can have a good time. So we'll figure out what we're doing here in a minute, I guess. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. We went a little bit off of the path, the trail, the route for the day to do something a little different. We are at the, Zika, where are we? We're at the Indiana Dunes National Park. And so, yep, there's some dunes back here. But another cool thing is, well, Lake Michigan back there. And it looks like the ocean. So it's pretty cool. Jerry with Faith Family and Cars, it's his idea to come out here because thought it would be a cool stop since we were so close. And Brick Rod Garage and his family are down there getting their feet wet in the water there. So, all right, well, there's where we are. Crunching to get it back in time. Our side quest kind of made us pushing for time. Midway closes at 4:40, or is at 5 o'clock. Our ETA is 4:45. So we're all pushing it to get there. All right, we sitting here in traffic. Sweet. Malibu. Thanks for stirring up all that dust, brother. Oh, that was uncalled for. So yeah, sitting here in traffic. It says we've got 26 minutes to get 12 miles, and our ETA is 4:56. So hopefully we make it so we can get our badges punched. Don't want to miss a stop. So it's gonna be a true long haul for us. Because if we miss the punch, then we don't get the long haul. So anyway, it's not really considered a long haul though. Yes, Lord, amen.
Nelson, turn right into the car park.
right, so we made it. We made it to whatever this place is. The I can't remember what it's called. The Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. And so we got our badges punched for the day, and walking around. I just talked with Mike Gifford, Gifted Garage, and he's a pretty cool guy. And if you haven't checked out his channel on YouTube, you should. Gifted Garage on YouTube. Go give him a follow on Instagram as well. He's a good guy. He's got a sweet C60 all-wheel drive, short bed. All right, so trying to find my buddies. All right, look at this car right here. This is a little fun. So, a Belvedere. A Belvedere. AirPods found. Sometimes when you're on Power Tour, you gotta head out to Menards for different things. So we're gonna pick up another tent because the tent that we have is not good. It's mildewed. It's yeah, we don't want to sleep in it because it's gonna be stinking. Oh look, you meet the strangest people at these places. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we got a brick ride garage over here acting like
so much fun. You never know who you're gonna run into. I feel like this guy's been following me the whole trip. It's been amazing. I think we knew you were going to.
All right, so we're doing a little paying homage to the custom camper here, the Longhorn custom camper Sierra Grande. We're at a campground, but we don't have enough room back there in the back of the truck, and we really don't want to pull all the stuff out. So we stopped at Menards and picked up a new tent because ours that we brought is mildewed. So Ezekiel's gonna go. He's gonna put this thing together. Directions? Who needs directions?
Not me.
We'll see how this goes. All right, we'll be back at you later and see how it went.